Today we're going to see how to use power scripts from C Prime to limit the number of votes a user can use in a given month. We're going to do that using the live fields properties and a feature of Jira that most people, if they did know about it, they probably forgot about it, because natively to Jira it doesn't actually do anything. They added it more for third-party plugins to use than anything in Jira to use, and that's the ability to add user properties. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to store or tally the number of votes a user has for a given month in this user property, and then we're going to use PowerScript's ability to interact with the screens to disable the vote field if they've exceeded their amount for that month. So here we go. I'm in the SIL manager and I'm going to create a new screen listener. Alright, so what I'm going to try to do is come up with a way to store these per month. And I think the way I'm going to do it is with an array. So it won't be stored as an array in the user property field. It'll be stored as a string, but you can use a pipe in the string and it will parse as an array, which is a pretty neat feature. Excuse me. Alright, so I just create an empty string, and I'm gonna pop over to this get user property function from the C Prime documentation. And we want to use the current user function, so whoever is using Jira at that moment, and need a name for the property, and we'll just call it votes month, just like we did up top. So you also need to know what month it is. So I'm going to create an integer. Call month equals month. Ooh, I think it's current date function. Let me double check that. Okay, yeah, I checked that. That was right. So that will return an integer between 1 and 12. But I don't want 1 and 12. I want 0 and 11, because that's how the array would work. So I'm just going to do a -1 right here, and that will keep it in line with my array. Alright, now I'm going to say if user props, well, we don't want it to be null, so we'll say is not null user props. And well, So if you know what we probably want. We'll do it like this. Votes month equals user props. And then we'll say if again is not null. Votes month. And then we want to access the particular month in the array, so we'll just write month. Now I'm going to make an integer field, and then I'm going to set it equal to the number of votes for this month, and that should do a conversion from the string to the integer. And we'll say if less than 3, 3 being the limit. Well, no. Say if count is greater than or equal to 3, we would do an LF disable votes. I need to check on that. So I'm over in the C prime documentation under this page called supported fields and graphical elements, and that tells me exactly what I can control on a screen and what I can't, and what it's called, and it is votes. And as you can see, there is quite a lot, and you can control custom fields too. It's not just limited to these. Okay, so votes, LF disable votes. After we disable, well, no, because you can't vote, right? Okay, I think this is right. Okay, so I just did some additional setup and testing, and I just wanted to say, when you go over to the documentation, make sure you look at this usage column, which I did not, because votes has a lowercase v, and you just want to make sure you use the lowercase v. So what I did is I added a user property for myself, called it votes month, and I made an array of values like this. So every other month has 2 votes, but October, which is when I'm making this video, has 4. So here's my script. I'm doing a hide because while it did disable part of the vote field, didn't disable the whole thing. So we'll just hide the whole thing. So I'm going to check my script, save it. Now I want to come over here to live fields, and we'll add a live field. We'll call it, limit votes month. We'll pick our program, and we'll set our project. So now I have my user property. Okay. So first, actually, let me set this to 2. I don't know where that 2 went, so let's try it again. Refresh page. And then I'm a little embarrassed to say that I forgot or did not know that the reporter of an issue can't vote for that issue. So I spent some time trying to figure out why I couldn't see voting at all until I changed the reporter of an issue, and then it popped right back up. So now you can see I can vote for this issue. So if I go back to the user property, I'll go back December, November, October, change this back to 4. And refresh. And boom, it's gone. Can't vote for it. So this is only half of what you need, because now you need to be able to update that vote field, or the vote count on the user property. So that would be some additional work, but I figured I'd just spend enough time on this video today, so this will give you a good base for creating the rest of the script. So thanks for watching.